My name is Austin Mackay, and we are here at AVRO XR Studios. This studio is actually a partnership between two Manitoba-based companies, Copilot XR and EventPro. We come from two very similar worlds, but in differing spaces. EventPro specializes in live events and LED, and we specialize in virtual production. So we've brought these two specialties together to create AVRO XR Studio. This space is Manitoba's first ground-level virtual production studio. So you can drive a car right into this space. You don't have to worry about using green screen. You can see where you are. The actors can see where they are in this scene. No one has to imagine what they're seeing. A lot of those effects can be done, or those preliminary effects can be done on the LED wall. So on our cinema camera here, we have the Moses Star Tracker Pro, and this is, an industry standard for camera tracking. So this has a camera that shoots up and can see all of these stars on the ceiling. So these are reflective stickers that basically help position the camera tracker in sort of space and time, and sends that tracking data to Unreal Engine and pairs it all up with the camera. So this is sort of the special tool that makes virtual production possible.
Wow, this is a crazy amount of LED walls. Like, how many do you have here?
So we have 144 individual LED cabinets. Those consist of 4 LED modules inside of them. So, but 144 LED tiles here, spanning from 30 feet wide to 16 feet high. They're all sort of programmed in a way that allows us to do different types of frame rates. So we could do up to 120 frames per second in the studio.
Well, what are we seeing here? And it's interesting to see that there's some masking on the screen. What's happening here? Yeah,
absolutely. So what you're seeing here is actually an interactive 360-degree environment that is connected to the camera and the camera tracker here. So whenever the camera moves, it actually changes the perspective correctly in the 360-degree environment. So you're able to, film as if you're in it. And what you're seeing around it actually is, this is the frustum. So you're able to see exactly what the camera is actually seeing itself. And then anything outside of that is sort of, blacked out. So you don't have to see that. It doesn't have to render it as much. So the computers can use its processing power on what we're actually seeing on the camera.
Is this city like Toronto? What city is this behind us?
This is actually a completely simulated environment called Modern City.
It was so fun.
What we're doing behind me right now is a car processing shot, where if you were to do it in the real world, you would need to get insurance, you need a trailer with a car on it, you need your actors to be in that car, you need to drive around the city, you need to close down streets, the proper insurance necessary for doing all of this. You also have to factor in the time of day. You have to factor in what city this is taking place in. If you come into the studio for a day or two, however long you need it for, you can pick any city you want, any lighting, any time of day. The possibilities of doing these sorts of shots are sort of endless. All right, Jim, why don't we turn off the house lights and get you in that car?
Really?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I want to see what this magic is. I feel like I'm in a video game here, Austin. Like, I'm in a convertible. This interior's red leather, and it's an 82 Z28 Camaro, correct?
Yeah, I think 81 maybe, but
81,
yeah.
Okay. And this is cool. So I see the guys around me are what are they doing here?
Well, they're setting up lighting so that we can get, simulate sort of natural reflections.
Yeah, and I guess like here, they're basically like some daylight. You have different kinds of light to basically make the environment, modern world behind us.
Exactly. Cars passing by, street lights, anything, trying to really get those live reflections, because those live reflections are what really sell this process. We're able to have some the LED wall here playing what they're seeing, so they can actually look at what they're passing by as they're driving.
Oh yeah, and it makes it really interactive, so it just makes the acting right on point.
Exactly. Companies like us that want to try these things, you'd have to travel anywhere else in the world. In a lot of our places in Canada, you'd have to go to Toronto or Vancouver to do something like this. And once you add those costs together, it makes more sense to have something like this in the city. Manitoba has one of North America's leading film production tax credits, and having a space like this dedicated to virtual production that can be used on multiple types of production really opens the doors for producers and creators of all kinds to take advantage of that tax credit here in Manitoba. Our hope is to make this one of the most accessible virtual production studios in Canada, if not all of North America.